Hi, Mark Powler, co-founder and CEO of Insurgent Technologies Incorporated. Today we're going to start dealing with the hows. How does EzMed make things better? How does it do it? The first technology we're going to look at is going to be, of course, in the diagnostic arena. Okay? Well, why is this so important? Because, believe it or not, the amount of information that exists in your blood is unbelievably huge. And the more information that can be extracted from your blood, the better understanding one gets about your metabolism and your physiology. So obviously, if you only get one blood test a year, what does that really mean? Well, it must be really expensive, okay, to get blood tests, okay? But you know how time consuming it is because you got to go to the doctor, you got to make the appointment, you got to get the blood test, you only wait days to get it. But we're changing all of that, every aspect of it. Instead, number one, our diagnostic tests are designed to be really inexpensive. Instead of just doing one thing or measuring just one thing, one of our test panels can actually measure dozens of things at the same time, thereby reducing the cost. So how does something like this work? Well, you can, for example, perform the test at home. You can perform it anywhere. You can go to a doctor's office, have it performed. You can even go to a testing center, which we discussed in another video. Okay? Now let's take a look from the most simple perspective. You want to basically do this test at home yourself. So how does that work? Well, of course, you can order a test from us, or the doctor could order it for you. And once the test arrives at home, it comes in this wonderful little packet. Everything you need is in there. In this case, we'll assume it's some type of a blood test of some sort. Our test requires, of course, just literally one drop of blood. What are we talking about here? 20, maybe as much as 30 microliters. It's a very, very tiny amount of blood, given the fact that there are liters of blood inside of you. Okay? So you would use a little lancet, basically go ahead and have it, basically prick your finger, and then you have a drop of blood. You take that drop of blood and you put it on top of the cartridge, and then you may let it sit there for a little bit. Okay? Now, while that's all happening, of course, you have, of course, a smartphone. The smartphone itself has an app from us. That app can guide you every step of the way in the process of how to perform this particular test. It is, quite frankly, about as foolproof as a test can possibly be. Okay? Once the app tells you the test is ready, you can then put on top of it a little piece of plastic. It's what we call a mobile analyzer. Put the cartridge into it, and within seconds, boom, you wind up getting a result. Okay? That result isn't just a bunch of numbers. Okay? It actually also tells you, using our AI, about assessments. What's the assessment of that test? What about recommendations? What about interactions that could have affected it? See, inside the app, we ask you to give us a lot of information about you. Why? Because with all that information can be fed into our AI. And our AI can then use it to provide you with a personalized view of what's going on with you. Not this generic, this could be the generic human and it doesn't really affect the generic human in any way, shape, or form, but it might have a completely different impact on you. Okay? So that AI is incredibly powerful because it can look at all your medications, it can look at your lifestyle, it can look at your risk factors, it can look at your supplements, it can look at so many different factors to help you understand what that test really means to you. All right? So again, incredibly easy to use, okay? Very low cost compared to going to other places. Let me give you a simple example here. Let's say hypothetically, you need some type of STD screening of some sort. That's great. right now in New York City, for example, you can have 10 different parts of, 10 different things measured about STDs for roughly about $195, okay? Well, the simple fact of the matter is we could provide a test that offers not 10, but measures 20 things for roughly, let's say, $190, okay? But ultimately, what would we sell a test like that for? What would we sell it for, okay? Probably less than $100. How can we do that? Because our tests are extremely simple, incredibly effective, okay? And don't require all sorts of specialized lab equipment, specialized trained people to be able to, analyze them. All of that's done for you, okay? Through our software, through that little mobile analyzer that we have, it handles everything, okay? So again, trying to get as much information about you as possible is critical to your health. It allows you to take control of your health and better monitor and track your health issues better than anything else. So instead of wasting time with the doctor, and of course, even at the end, I should mention, you could even share your results if you want with the doctor. Whoever your practitioner is, here, hit a button, boom. The doctor gets notice, you've shared the results with them, they want to take a look at it or have some comment on them, you can then make sure that that happens as well. We've tried to build as much simplicity and as much capability into the app, again, to help you. So whether you happen to be a self-care individual, okay, or you happen to be an individual who quite frankly doesn't have the time or energy to want to go rush, create an appointment with the doctor, but instead wants to get the testing done right away. That's what we're providing. We're trying, as we discussed in our earlier video, to make this ubiquitous, easy to use, and something that anyone, anywhere, and we're talking around the entire world, okay, can have and be able to use. My name is Mark Powler. Please visit us at www.insurgenttech.com. 1T, please. And thank you very much for listening to this video.